Oh, good evening, everyone. Last week I posted the beginnings of something, boxcar, brown boxcar, pretty much half done, and I said something was brewing on the workbench. I've now finished it, and I just want to let everybody know what my plan was with doing this boxcar. As you can see, there's a lot of blue and a lot of yellow on this piece of paper, and I think after the last year, we all know what yellow and blue means. And so when the war broke out last year, I was really trying to figure out something to do to help the people of the Ukraine. And about 3 weeks ago, a couple guys in Montreal did a little bit of a boxcar transfer from one layout to the next. And I thought, what a great idea. I didn't have my idea at the time, but I thought that's really nice for a couple of reasons. It actually puts people in touch with each other. Allows us as a group of model railroaders to get in touch and make new friends, um, strengthen the community kind of thing. And my idea was originally to paint one side of a boxcar and ship it out to 6 other guys to finish it off. Each one of them got to put a little bit of their own taste on it, and I wasn't sure what I was going to do with it at the end of it. And then I saw these guys in Lithuania putting together potbelly stoves made out of 16-inch rims from cars. And I thought, well, isn't that fantastic? They're doing something good for the people of Ukraine, and they're donating their time, donating their skills, and they're coming up with these stoves to keep people warm. And not only that, but they're filling them up with coffee and clothing and first aid supplies, and they're delivering them to people in need. And that's a fantastic idea. And then I thought, well, wait a minute, what can I do? So I still like the idea of passing a boxcar around, just for the community reasons, as I said, but I also like the idea of raising some money for the people of Ukraine. So I've come up with a theme-based boxcar, and I'll show you side one. So I believe this is written in Cyrillic, and it says "Glory to Ukraine," Slava Ukraini, as we all know. So the reporting marks are SLVU, which is Slava Ukraini, and the year would commemorate the first anniversary, I guess, of the war of 2022. So that's just side one, pretty plain vanilla. This is a boxcar I had been working on. I'd already done some of the weathering on it and the fading, and I just grabbed it and started painting. So I've done my safety striping with the blue backdrop and the yellow safety striping just to keep with the theme. And I was always remember the Snake Island incident, which is early on in the war, and it's almost been a year for that. And so I thought, what better than to do the basically Russian warship "Go F Yourself" commemorative stamp that was made, and people are still buying around the world today. So I figured I would paint side B with the stamp itself. And so I hope whoever the artist is that drew this up or painted this up is not offended by my bastardization of it, but I'll let you know. So my plan is to run this on my layout, donate $25 to a charity in the Ukraine running for the people of the Ukraine, and then send it off to somebody else. And I already have the first two in mind lined up. So this is going to be off to Montreal, and it's going to run on Leo's layout, and then I believe it's off to Sylvain. So it already has a home. It's got 3 homes right now, and hopefully they'll follow on with the donation. And what I also want you guys to do, if and when you receive it, is to write your name on it. So you can tag it. You can do your best graffiti and tag your name. Well, keep it to your name, but your name could be graffiti. I'm just going to put my initials, I think, on this, and we'll do side 1 and side 2. You can write wherever you want. I guess if we get desperate and we run out of space, feel free to write over top of everything I've done. I'm hoping to have this thing traveling for as long as the war is running. So if that's hopefully it's not going to travel for too long. That would be my ideal goal, is it only travels for a month or two and then the war's over. But for the duration of the war, I'd love this thing to be traveling around from layout to layout. If you want it, put your hand up, and whoever's got it, hopefully we'll send it to you in the mail. You can run it on your layout, do a little video, write your name on it, do a donation, and then it's off to the next guy or girl. And that's the plan. So hopefully this thing's got 500 people's initials and names on it by the time it's going around. If we can keep this thing moving, that'd be fantastic. In the end, my boys have asked me, Daddy, are we going to get it back? And I tell them, I said, I don't know what's going to happen to this thing. We're going to send it around, and we're hopefully going to get some donations from people. And I guess if I do get it back eventually, I'm thinking about doing one last whammy of a donation. I will auction this off, and whoever wants to pay the highest for it will be a form of a donation. And I guess I'll mail it off to them, and they will be the lucky owner. And it'll have a lot of history, and I think it'll be the only one in the world like it. So Slava Ukraini, all the best to the people of Ukraine, and I hope my little effort here pays off for you guys and brings you some warm clothing and some medicine and some food, and if anything, puts a smile on your face. I know this stamp is puts a huge smile on my face. So anyway, coming to a layout near you soon, hopefully. Yeah, that's what I've been working on. And yeah, I was one thing that made me think, we spend $1 per scale foot on our rolling stock. $1 per scale foot. So, hopefully in your heart you can find a spare $25 to donate to this cause. And I'll follow up. The next video will be the launch, and I'll have details on that video. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you appreciate that, and you can get on board some point in the near future. Yeah, have a good evening.